Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Denison. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how you can start your rice processing business and own a rice brand without a rice processing factory. For people that followed me on social media, let me say Facebook to be specific, I made this post few weeks back, or let me say a few days back, and so many people were interested. So I think it's better I should do this comprehensive video and explain how, if those that are interested, how to go about it and how they can get their NAFDAC approved number without actually having to get all the equipment they need personally. I'm going to explain to you the stories, or let me say the A to Z of how I was able to do, because for people that have followed me for some time, I only teach things that I know, or let me say things I've tried by myself. So around 2019 we started rice distribution business without capital and without a rice factory. Some people that have watched this video before, like in our last video where we discussed how to start a small scale rice distribution business in Nigeria, if you have watched the video, you will know that I explained to you how I started. So this video is just like a continuation of how we started and what was the things we did that gave us an edge, and how we are able to use other people's resources like factory to obtain a NAFDAC approved number. When I made this post, someone on my Facebook was looking at it as being something fishy, like it's not legal for someone to have to, let me say, use your factory to obtain a NAFDAC approved number. The person was saying that based on her level of understanding, for someone like me that have been into the business, that have done it, is legal. And you can ask anybody that is close to you, maybe if you have an uncle or anybody that works with NAFDAC, or you can walk into their office and ask them how this is done and they will explain to you. The process is called contract milling. When we started in 2019, we were just packaging rice in normal bags, like plain bags. But the law says that if you're branding rice in your name, the brand name must be trademark and you must have a NAFDAC approved number. So when we started, this was a kind of big money for us because we didn't have money to get the processing equipment. When I asked the person that was using his factory, that used his factory to have my NAFDAC number, the equipment cost roughly around 20 million, which was big and too much for a starter like my company. So what we could afford that time was just small distoner, polisher and grader, which was around just I think 5 million or 6 million naira. So when we started, NAFDAC would not look at those equipment and issue a NAFDAC approved number to you. So what we did was we leveraged on a close boss of mine that has a rice factory. So we went to the factory, took some of the NAFDAC officials to the factory, and we showed proof of milling agreement that we had with his company. So when they saw the milling agreement, they collected sample of the rice that we brought, took it to the lab, run their own tests, and we got our NAFDAC number. Now the milling agreement contract state clearly that DENKOL Farms is in partnership with ABC Nigeria Limited. I don't want to call the company name. So what we normally did was we paid money for the milling agreement. The document was signed, and as a proof to show to NAFDAC that yes, what we are doing is not illegal. So when they came to the factory, they saw the equipment because the person already have a NAFDAC number, so they issue our number to us easily. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is that we want people, or let me say smallholder agro processors like you, to also start their rice distribution business. It mustn't be rice, but in this video I'm focusing more on rice aspect because that is what we do here mainly at DENKOL Farms: processing, packaging and distribution of homegrown rice, Nigerian rice. So when we got the number, we know that okay, now we have open doors to so many organizations that before, if you don't have the number, they will not listen to you. And some restaurants or supermarkets, they will not collect your rice if your bag is not coming with a NAFDAC approved number. So if you want to start your rice processing package, or let me say processing business, you are giving one of the best opportunity you can ever see on earth. You can come to DENKOL Farms and partner with us. When you partner with DENKOL Farms, you sign the milling contract agreements, and NAFDAC officials will come to our factory. They will see it and issue a NAFDAC approved number to you, and you start your rice business. Now, for you to obtain a NAFDAC number, it takes about 1 to 3 months for them to issue the number to you. So once you initiate the process, you can brand your rice and start selling. Nobody will arrest you for doing that because you already have the facilities and they approve and you're working on it. The number is yet to be assigned to your brand. That was how we did. So my advice for people that want to start small, you can start with as low as 24,000 naira. That is for payback size. So let me give you a breakdown of how much you need and what are the things you need for you to own your rice processing brand without a rice factory. Number one, your business must be registered with CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission, for those that are in Nigeria. For anybody to recognize you as a business person, your business must be registered with CAC. So you need to present your CAC certificate. And then number two, the contract milling agreement. The contract milling agreement, you have to sign that with DENKOL Farms. And that is agreement that will stand as a proof to NAFDAC for them to certify your brand. So the CAC certificate, I don't know how much it costs, but you can also do that online. You can just Google CAC, you see their cost, how much it will cost you to register a business name, and how much it will cost you to register a limited liability company, and what are the stuff you need. So you have to register your business. That is number one. Then number two, you sign the contract milling agreement with DENKOL Farms. The contract milling agreement costs as low as 25,000 naira. Then a trademark for your brand. For example, at DENKOL Farms, our trademark name is Cocoa Mama Rice. So if for us to have this NAFDAC number, we needed a brand name. We can actually use DENKOL Rice. You can use any name, but you have to trademark the name so that another person will not be able to just come up one day and start using your name on their brand. So if somebody should start to use Cocoa Mama, they will tell you that no, this name had been assigned to a company already, that is DENKOL Farms. So Cocoa Mama Rice is a product of DENKOL Farms. That is what we understand by trademark. Then the NAFDAC registration fee, 171,400. So for this fee, it might be cheaper or higher depending on where you're watching this video from. But from Benue State, that was how much I paid. Then what you needed to do is, if you want to start your bag with 50 kg, you pay 24,000. It's 24,000 naira payback size. If you want to do just 25 kg, you also pay. So if you are doing 50 kg, 25, 10 and 5 kg, it means you are going to pay 171,400. Then we have what is called standard operating procedure documentation. NAFDAC officials are going to come to the factory and do some documentation on the stuff you have on ground. what are the machines you have, what is the process of milling, and what is the process of drying and packaging. So all these process are going to be documented, and you are going to pay a sum of 155,000. That will include both consultation by my consultant and other stuff. So at the end of the day, if you total all this, you need at least 406,400 naira. So once you have this amount, which is, let's say, equivalent of 450,000, because definitely you are going to spend some money on other stuff, so you can budget 450 or 500,000 to get your NAFDAC approved number. You don't need to have a rice factory. If you want to have a rice factory, it will take you time, or maybe you don't have the money, because for you to have a standard processing equipment that NAFDAC can see and issue a number to you, you'll be needing nothing less than 40 million or 50 million as we speak, because most of the equipment are not cheap, they are expensive. So you'll be needing that bulk of money to start a rice brand, of which you can actually start using any bag or using the DENKOL Farms Limited factory, and start trading, start building your customers, start understanding the rice business. So when you start doing that, you can make a better decision of saying, okay, let me go into commercial processing of rice. From there you can get a loan or get a grant to build a rice factory with the knowledge you have gotten by doing contract milling with DENKOL Farms. So this is 100% legal way of starting a rice brand, getting NAFDAC approved number without actually owning a rice processing factory. So this option is open to anyone, anywhere. If you are watching this video and you are in Nigeria, let's assume you are in Lagos, Kaduna, Abuja, Port Harcourt, any part of Nigeria that you are, and you want to do this contract milling, DENKOL Farms will assist you get your NAFDAC approved number. All you have to do is pay a sum of 450,000 or 500,000, depending on how things might change for you to get started. If you are going with just 2 bag size, we also have the price for you. So in this video, in the description, I'm also going to drop my WhatsApp line where you can always reach me, and I will also explain to you in details and give you the breakdown on how to start your rice brand. I'm repeating this and I'm saying this that I have done this without a rice factory then in 2019, 2020, and now in 2021 I have a rice factory. And it will be selfish if I don't open this out to other individuals like you, because I know starting a rice factory and running the business in Nigeria is not that easy. It's capital intensive. Rice business is capital intensive. So the money you have, you can just use this to buy your rice and start selling, instead of using bulk money to purchase equipment and maybe at the end of the day not being able to use it and selling them off. So come and do contract milling with DENKOL Farms today. Give us the opportunity to produce packaged quality rice for you at affordable price, because as a contract miller, the price we are going to give you is different from the price we sell our rice in the open market, and that is what I will not be able to disclose in this video. Only our partners will be able to know how much we charge for people that we have contract milling with, and what other benefits they are going to enjoy for being into this agreement with us. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video, and if you have a question you can ask in the comment section or reach me out on WhatsApp, and let's get started. If you want a quick one, if you want to start the process, once you get across to me on WhatsApp, I'll give you details on how you can start your process. But please don't come to my inbox if you don't have your CAC certificate, because there is no way you're going to register you are going to file for NAFDAC approval without your company being registered with CAC. Though my barrister can also assist you to register with Corporate Affairs Commission at affordable price. So if you don't have all of this, you can just come over and we'll do it for you. So before I finish the video, let me just give you a recap of the stuff you need and how much you need. Number one, I say you need your CAC certificate. Then number two, contract milling agreement, which DENKOL Farms is going to give you at the cost of 25,000. Then trademark for the brand, that is your own brand. What name you're using for the rice, you need to trademark the name so that somebody will not come up one day and start using the name. It's 55,000 naira. The NAFDAC registration fee for 4 bag sizes, 50 kg, 25 kg, 10 and 5 kg, will cost you 171,400. The standard operating procedure, that is other step documentation that NAFDAC will need to do, and then some other document that my consultant is going to submit to their office for approval, that will cost you 155,000. So in all, 406,400 is the sum you need to get your NAFDAC approved number. But we also have other small expenses that you're also going to incur. So as a matter of convenience, you can budget for at least 450,000 to 500,000 for you to get this NAFDAC approved number. I think which is very cheap and affordable, and I believe you can't get such contract from anybody anywhere. But it's because at DENKOL Farms we have your interest at heart. We started very small, and this is maybe one of our best way to encourage other people to also start the same way we start, and see how we can build a food hub for Africa, because importation of rice has actually been very high. For the previous year, we imported over 1.9 trillion worth of rice, and more will be imported this year because our population is growing and the demand for rice is actually growing very, very, very fast. So please come over to DENKOL Farms, reach out to me, and let's start your process. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video. Maybe you don't have an interest of also starting a rice brand, but you don't know, maybe a close relative of yours might have this interest, so you can call them. I'll share this video to them so that they can watch and maybe start the same way DENKOL Farms Limited started. Get their NAFDAC approved number and start trading rice. Stay connected, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and remain blessed. I'm Sekoho Denison, your billionaire farmer.